Good morning, everyone. Thanks, Manage, for arranging such interactive session to focus on, let's say, explored opportunities with agritourism specifically or context to India. So let me, start my presentation. I hope my screen is visible to you guys.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir, it
Yes.
is visible.
Okay, great, great. So once again, I would like to thank you, everyone, for participating. This session. Prior to start my presentation, let me give you some context about the activity and how we guys have been involved with the Indian agritourism segment. So 2016, we has started this concept as a marketplace to aggregate all agritourism centers or the farmers to listed on our platform. And being a digital marketing agency, we quite confident and we are practiced the retail side, how to attract the end user. So I do have some agriculture background, family agriculture background, and I wanted to do something in let's say agritourism segment, and my profession was the marketing. That was one of the reason. Personally, I have pick this activity. Prior to that, we visited almost 45 to 55 agritourism centers in around Maharashtra and Karnataka, and try to understand their pain point. It was 2015 and 16, and while interacting with them, majority of them have started or come up with the problem statement as they're finding very difficult in terms of marketing themselves. Being farmer who whose mainstream business is to involve with a farming activity, and while providing the allied businesses to support his mainstream activity like agrotourism or let's say any other stuff, they are facing very steep challenge in terms of how to market, because majority of the target audience who is going to consume the agrotourism oriented services or let's say travel experiences, they came from the urban areas, and their interaction pattern to reach out such a kind of services is definitely a digital media. So while interacting with the farmers, we came to know that farmer community facing a very steep and huge challenge in terms of attracting the end user or let's say traveler. And then we have started working out the solution how to come up with our business, as well as providing some value propositions to the tourist as well as the farm owner, because the entire value chain must require the win-win situation. As being a farmer, they don't have that kind of money to spend on the marketing, and the same time the customer segment was ready to experiment a different cultural tourism or ecotourism or let's say rural tourism, but they haven't get the proper information. That was the problem statement we have analyzed, and we have coined our startup to the farm in 2016. And initially we came up with the small idea with the marketplace with a small website where we have listed out some of the handpicked agrotourism center from the Maharashtra itself. Okay, that was the starting point, and I have given the brief idea about the thought process behind this business model. So, as I mentioned, we are not into operational side of the farm. We don't own any farm, but we have created a digital property called as Tour the Farm, and we listed there some of the farms and started marketing them on the digital front. So we are the mediator, but yes, our role is quite important in terms of patching up the traveler to the farmer or agritourism center, where the entire value proposition is going to, let's say, take advantage of supply side as well as the demand side. But being a technological marketing firm, our responsibility is to come up with such kind of digital experience for the travelers, so they will start considering one of the options to visit the countryside. Okay, while doing so, what we have find or found in terms of let's say the challenges faced from the farmer. Okay, specifically while operating from the rural area, they're finding the connectivity problem. They have faced some kind of communication challenges. All those stuff has been give them very steep challenges in terms of attracting the traveler and giving them the experiences. So while working on our farm stay, what we have done in initial 2 to 3 years is just picked some of the hand-picked farms from in around Pune and Mumbai and started, giving them the bookings. So the entire business model was the physical one initially, and later on we have shifted that business model entirely into digital. I'll, touch point that one later on. But what we have understood here is, while creating such kind of ecosystem, okay, how to start, attracting the traveler for the agritourism center. Because each of the retail customer, each of the urban customer, start their day with, the digital interaction pattern on some platform. Okay, so they start with the digital interaction on a different platform. This is quite important to understand being a businessman, being an agritourism owner or farmer. Okay, so the media has been transformed drastically since last 10 years. So from traditional, the entire media has, right now paused on the digital one. Okay, you guys will find most of your urban customer came from, the digital marketing or let's say digital activity, because the traditional media about to die and most of your target audience, specifically, traveler, consume a lot of digital content to check and to finalize, their destination. So this is something we need to understand while doing while considering the marketing side of, your agritourism center. Look, while, promoting the agritourism center, we have, specifically designed our business model context to only ecotourism, agrotourism, and rural tourism. Okay, so we are very strict in terms of, whom to list on our platform. There are a lot of, business models who normally pause in between, agrotourism and the resource type. We haven't, picked those respective resort oriented business models or, provider on our platform, because we don't want to dilute the entire, let's say, concepts which behind the agrotourism center, because most of the agrotourism centers who normally, start or, start initially as an agritourism center and later on they converted their entire business model into tourism business. This is a really heartening the entire ecosystem and, the traveler expectation as well. So somehow we have, convince ourselves we are not going to, entertain those resource oriented businesses, and we are going to concentrate only on ecotourism, rural tourism kind of, activity. So while considering this one, we need to understand who would be our target audience, because most of the target audience of, rural tourism or ecotourism, those guys pause to consume the experimental, experiences, and they want to get back to their roots. So this digital customer of yours, to understand being a agrotourism center owner, is quite important. You guys, how they are going to behave digitally. Okay, they start with, the WhatsApp, the Facebook, blah 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 stuff. They, on an average, they used to spend around, 8 to 10 hours on a day on, the digital platform. So this is quite important for us. How we are going to finalize, our target audience. So our target audience consume a lot of digital content, which is quite important for us to, haunt them on wherever they used to, spend their entire, let's say, time. So in nutshell, what we are going to understand is, what we need to understand is who are the country traveler consumer, and those are, our findings. So there won't be any constraint in terms of age from, 12-year old till, 65-year-old, a person would like to, experience this kind of activity. There won't be any constraint for the age. Yes, most of the urban, communities or let's say urban population would like to visit the countryside or agrotourism center. The third one, they are highly educated. Okay, so what our survey and, past 4 year experience, portray here is most of the, let's say, more than 85% of, the visitor to agrotourism center or rural tourism have done their graduation. So they are highly educated. They are highly tech savvy. As I have mentioned, urban people, highly educated, they are highly tech savvy. Okay. There won't be any, let's say, specific gender oriented vibes, but yes, what we have observed is a decision maker mostly from the female side. So they are going to haunt the destination. They are going to decide whether to go, and they are going to influence the other buying person's decision. So the female candidate are quite influential here. But yes, in terms of bookings or in terms of visiting the farm stay, there won't be any specific gender specification stuff we have, let's say, analyzed. But yes, decision maker would be the female one. Prefer to travel as individual or with the family. Specifically, visiting the rural tourism or let's say ecotourism, people preferred, the small groups. They wanted to get close to nature. They wanted to experience the tradition. They wanted to experience the agriculture, and they don't want halla gulla here and there. So what we have observed is the small packages or small packs in a booking, like a 2 to 3. So a person who is going to look out for the group booking, they are definitely going to look out for the picnic. But again, this picnic kind of stuff on the working farm or agriculture center is really not going to give them the experience. At the same time, we need to consider being an agrotourism center, they operated in a small scale. So again, we don't want to encourage the big groups. Otherwise, the entire ecosystem at the agrotourism center is going to collapse, and end user is not going to get a good experience, and they'll start talking negative stuff within the ecosystem. So try to avoid such kind of constraint at the agrotourism center. We encourage the small groups, or let's say the small families, and we really discourage the big groups, or let's say college picnics, etc., etc., or let's say corporate trips on the farm. But yes, even the most of the target audience preferred the small groups to visit the agrotourism center. uh, People consider 150 up to 150 kilometers, let's say, travel distance for visiting such kind of activity. They're quite inclined. Okay, we are ready to travel up to 150 kilometer. What our preferences is, the farm need to be the operational one, where we are going to experience some farming activity. If there will be some kind of fruit farming available, that would be cherry on the top. If the harvesting season going on, they're most inclined to experience that one. But yes, they are ready to travel up to 150 kilometer. Okay, their main objective to check out such kind of experimental travel is to experience the farming activity. They want to get close to the nature. They want to experience the tradition, and they want to taste the local food, which is the main objective while checking out the tourism, specifically agrotourism oriented activity or rural tourism activity. Okay, what we have observed in terms of their income, household income, which is in the average above, which is normally 8 to 9 lakh rupees per annum. Okay, which is given a significant idea about those guys are quite a stable one. Upper middle class and middle class guys would like to consume such kind of stuff, and they wanted to give the experience to the new generation of their family. Okay, again, the main objective is to understand the agriculture. That is what we have observed so far. So those are mota mota your target audience profiling, and they would like to put forward their interest into this format. So the next, once we understood who are your target audience, what is their objective to visit agrotourism center, we need to understand how they are going to hunt the information, how they are going to decide whether to visit, how to experience, etc., etc. So 80% this data we have put, let's say, pick from World Travel and Tourism Council, and this data top 80% of the country traveler prefer internet as a primary source to hunt the information. Okay, so internet is one of the primary source to hunt the information, and the second one is the family, friend, and the colleagues. This is quite important. Being a agrotourism owner, we need to understand, boss, majority of your bookings happens through internet, and second highest segment is the referral one. So what you give as an experience to your traveler, which is going to get back to you or bring back a new customer or new bookings for you. Okay, so this business is highly mouth publicity sensitive, where you need to look out each of your customer personally, and you need to give them a wow experience. This wow experience not necessary, always come with the luxury. Try to understand. The next two speakers, Mr. Manoj Adole and Pandurang Tavre, will, coin up, the idea about how to create, such kind of a business model or agrotourism center, because those guys are the legends within, these segments, and they are a better person in terms of focusing on how to create the value proposition. But being a marketer, what I would like to bring here is, on your notice is, you know, giving the wow experience to your traveler, so you won't require to spend more money in future for your marketing purpose. Because a visitor who is going to refer you, the next visitor or next traveler is going to be a kitty for you, or which is a benefit for you. Okay. So while considering the internet, we need to understand what are the different channels available for us. Primarily, the social media playing a very vital and a crucial role here. These days, this social media is going to contribute almost 90% of, or influence about 90% of the decision of the traveler. So they are going to consume the content on a Instagram, on a YouTube or a Facebook related to, their network, who normally share such kind of photographs or their experiences, and they are going to, create a, let's say, intention to, check out such kind of travel breaks, check out, or consider such kind of, traveling activity. But social media is quite crucial. To support the social media, you need to generate, or you need to create a content. Because just, putting one line on a social media and, creating the stuff is not going to give you that kind of, the customer flow. You need to create a very unique content. That unique content is really local pictures, or let's say your farm stay pictures, or what are the, let's say, festival you guys have celebrated on your farm. It might be the Onam, it might be, Vaisakhi, etc., etc. But, this is something, you need to generate a content which quite close to, your agriculture activity, farming activity, traditional activity, festival activity. And at the same time, you need to create a content which is rare to find on the internet, like, what are, some places you guys will find near your farm, or it might be historical places, it might be, scientific places, but, create a such kind of content, let's say, piles where customer will start, jumping on that one, and it will create the curiosity to visit your farm. So content is really matter a lot. Apart from that one, creating your web presence, own website is highly recommended these days, because people are going to check out the authenticity of your farm stay. And if you create your own website on your own domain, that will really, really boost their confidence. Because look, while you are going to put on, some third party platform, or you are going to put on the social media, which is normally a marketing material. Most of the traveler, as I have mentioned, they belongs to, tech savvy people, and they are highly educated. They wanted to check out the trust factor, which is quite important for them, because their past experience, specifically while consuming the content on aggregated platform, even like us or Make My Trip, etc., etc., might not going to give them the same experience what they consume on the digital. So creating the experience without, putting the rosy picture is quite important. But creating your digital presence on your own platform is also a very crucial. You might not going to get 100% booking from your own digital platform, okay, but platform like us is also going to contribute something. But yes, your own platform is highly recommended. And again, creating drip communication with your existing customer, asking them the testimonials, the referrals, which is quite important, which call as a email and referral drip communication, or, the marketing activity. So those are, some of the channel important for, promoting, while promoting your agrotourism center. How do your traveler get a travel decision? We need to understand instantly, they come across with, some post of their friends on the social media platform, and they decided, okay, I'm going to visit next weekend to so and so farm. That is not going to happen at all. On a this kind of, customer set, they must require minimum 6 to 7 interaction pattern. They need to validate the information what they would like to consume as a end service or end product. So their interaction pattern going to be on a different platform. But majority of their interaction pattern happens through the social, then the organic search or paid search. Might be they come across with some of the display advertisement, or some of the referral. But they must require at least six interaction pattern to jump on the purchase decision or booking decision. And you need to consider how you are going to presence on all those platforms, at least three minimum platform, so you are going to influence their decision to visit your farm. So this is quite important for us, because one type of activity is not really, or a marketing activity is not really giving you that kind of boost in terms of the booking. Being a farm owner or being an agritourism center, what you need to look out is the occupation frequency or the percentage. Out of 365 days, being a owner of the ATC, you need to define what would be the percentage you are looking for, and according to that percentage of the occupation and the average ticket size, you need to plan out your marketing, let's say, activity or marketing budget. If you need to drive a more than 40% occupancy, you must need to consider a lot of activity, branding, performance, etc., etc. But normally what we have observed since our last 5 years of the operation into this segment is, of up to 40% occupancy is going to consider the excellent one. Okay, because most of the country traveler would like to consume such kind of, let's say, travel over the weekend or the long weekends. Okay, 40% occupancy is going to consider as a great, excellent one. You need to prepare for this 40% let's say occupancy, and to do so, you need to concentrate on a different activity, as your target audience must require at least 4 to 5 interaction patterns. So those are some of the travel trends observed, specifically ecotourism or let's say rural tourism oriented activity. Mobile is a very crucial factor in terms of reaching out to your target audience. These days, the traveler trust on social media like anything. The content, I have pinpointed the content insights as well. Okay, your online reviews, the feedback is also a very important, and a personalization approach. The personalization approach is according to the festival, according to events. You need to create a let's say experience to that respective traveler. Again, I am going to repeat, when Mr. Manoj Hadawale is going to present his presentation, he will focused on how he has come up with the customized approach for each of the visitor at his agritourism center. According to the traveler profile, he used to shift his communication, his delivery. He customized the menu, he customized it, let's say, local tour, etc., etc. He has done a fantastic customization or personalization approach in terms of delivering the end experience, and that is something you need to adopt while promoting your agritourism center as well. So, as I have mentioned, you know the content. While you're creating the content, your brand image is also very important. And this brand, while you're creating your brand image, somewhere in the back of mind of let's say, traveler, you need to put you know fingerprints of your brand is, we are specialized into such kind of activity. I'm again going to repeat here, being a agritourism center from a different part of Indian rural pocket, you can't give all 360-degree experience to your target audience. Try to understand a person from, let's say, Himachal Pradesh, a farmer from Himachal Pradesh, going to give us different experience as compared to a person from the Kerala, a person from the Maharashtra, a person from the Karnataka. So try to understand. You need to create your specialization within your agrotourism center, along with the local culture, along with the, let's say, crop pattern. Specifically, along with the crop pattern, you need to create the value proposition, and that respective value proposition itself is going to create the brand image for you. But yes, this brand image is quite important in terms of creating your digital footprints. But yes, what seeing is believing in terms of the travel context, and you need to create a lot of content related to your local stuff, as I have mentioned, the crop pattern, the culture, tradition, festivals, and the places in around your agrotourism center, which is going to create a unique value proposition to your farm without managing the social media. Can't manage to crack the bookings that is there while working on your farm stay as a product or value proposition with how to provide the experience at a traveler at your farm. Prior to that, you also need to check out how I am going to communicate and how I am going to positioning my farm. This is also very important. Okay. Again, there are a lot of farms from Maharashtra have let's say stress on we provide only vegetarian food. That might going to create some kind of constraint in terms of booking for them, but they are very straightforward. They are not going to entertain the alcohol. They are not going to entertain the non-veg food, etc., etc., which is quite important for this traveler as well, how they are going to position themselves in terms of the value proposition. But you need to create a such kind of let's say preposition and communication on a such kind of platform where the target audience of yours will firmly believe, okay, this is the farm or this is the tourism center I would like to visit. This platform, specifically YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, are quite important. You need to consider, personally, you need to consider how you are going to create a good presence over this platform and how you are managed to generate the content. Again, these days, the video content is quite important. As I have mentioned, the customer profiling, they are highly educated. I highly recommend you guys, instead of generating the content in regional language, if you guys started generating the content in English, that will really boost the booking at your farm stay. Okay. And while generating the content on those respective platforms, you need to stress on the culture and the nature so strongly, because those are the attraction point for your traveler, because they are going to get what they would like to get through the Spain on a, let's say, urban side. Okay, they are visiting the rural activity, they are visiting the rural area for consuming this activity mainly for two purposes: the culture, agriculture, and the nature. So try to stress on your content specifically on the localization, local culture, how the nature is great, how you are observing the crops and crop patterns, etc., etc. Those should be your content concentration activity. So here are some of the examples. This is one of the farm where we posted about themselves, and those are some of the statistics we have put on the presentation, how people used to interact, how like, how love, what would be the interaction pattern, and how they're normally going to inquire. So this is a kind of activity you need to work on while promoting the farms, specifically on the social media platform. So again, this kind of post uh, really really give the boost to attract urban tourist on your agrotourism or let's say ecotourism center. Okay, so how you would like to check out the prints about your digital presence. Okay, uh, as I have mentioned, creating the farm stay with the value proposition is different activity altogether. You can't ignore the marketing activity, because most of the farm what we have observed since last 6 years, they have done a fantastic job in terms of creating the farm product or let's say farm agritourism center, but they miserably fail in terms of marketing the activity. Without marketing, you can't reach out to your break even within the stipulated time. And if you haven't entertained, or if you haven't managed the occupancy according to those statistics, and if you haven't managed to break even, then the entire business model has started shaking, and people have started checking out the other way. Array, let me convert my agrotourism center into resort, or let's say the different activity like let's say marriage hall or etc., etc. That is really going to hamper the concept of agrotourism, my dear friend. So if you ignore the marketing activity, might be in future you will start facing such kind of problem. But while considering to start your agrotourism center, first thing first, you do a marketing check, or you have to consider the marketing activity. So your first thing start with checking your digital footprint specifically on the Google. Try to search with a neutral keyword related to tourism oriented activity in around your location, or related to some of a competition of yours into in terms of the resource. Or if you have already created your agritourism center, try to check out your own brand oriented keyword into Google. Okay, this is we call as a brand keyword. Tour the farm. Tour the farm is a brand. We have created a marketplace, and this is something we would like to start with. That's what we need to check out, the digital presence for your brand on a Google. Then such kind of non or generic keywords like a mango farm, visiting Konkan, etc., etc. So this is what I would like to stress on. How important is marketing and why the digital marketing, and within digital marketing what there are some of the queries how we received at our end, which gives you idea about how you are going to build your, let's say, product. 90% of the queries we received these days, those guys are very serious traveler, very serious to visit the agrotourism center. And throughout this respective analysis and the data mining, what we have understood is they want to experience the countryside, the tradition, specific the working farms. If your farms do have some, let's say, fruit crops or cash crops, it will added advantage to your farm. Again, the traditional cultural activity is quite important, and they want to experience the livestock as well. Okay, so 80% of the inquiries who normally ask us, we want a farm who do have the livestock. We want to experience the milking. We want to experience horse riding, etc., etc. So this is what we have observed since last 4 years while managing the bookings for the farm stay owner. So those are some of the responses we have received at our end. So this is about the tour de farm. Quickly, I am going to orient you guys. As I mentioned, the concepts behind the tour de farm. Prior to COVID, we about to book around 300 bookings per month, as our business model entirely targeted on the foreign tourists. Since COVID has, or the pandemic have spread, our business model impacted a lot, because we don't want to target the local traveler, as the entire ecosystem is not going to support economically for the tour de farm to market thoroughly, because most of the target audience are inquiring with if we started marketing, they inquire for the resort oriented or picnic oriented activity, and we don't want to dilute our preposition for the farmer as well as the traveler. We kept ourselves operated in a very minimum way. So whatever the bookings we normally observe, this just through the organic traffic, through the referral only. But yes, our objective to create a ecosystem which is going to give a justification for this segment without diluting the preposition and the traveler trends. Because being a, let's say, pioneer in this segment, what we have understood our responsibility is, do not dilute the preposition and the traveler train. Because look, which is in our hand. If we started promoting a resort oriented agrotourism center where a customer are not going to experience the, let's say, rural tourism or culture, that the entire ecosystem somewhere is going to impact a lot. And while we are managing our business model since last 6 years, interacting with the traveler and tourism, what we have understood here is this segment need a very serious thought process in terms of what to sell and what to entertain. And where we have found, okay, we are one of the element of the ecosystem, we don't want to dilute, and that's what we observe or kept ourselves as a minimum activity oriented stuff. Personally, me and my partner have visited more than 250 farms across the India, and try to list it out, handpick farms, and try to drive the bookings on those respective farm only. So these days we normally observe 150 to 180 bookings per month through let's say digital mode only. But yes, our business model is not 100% digital. The most of the payment bookings happens over the WhatsApp communication, because most of the tourism owner or agritourism owner finding very difficult in terms of managing the online platform. So our business model is to generate the inquiry digitally, to serve them through the telephonic conversation, and patch up the farmer in between. So it's not 100% digital, but what we have understood is some constraint from the farmer side, and accordingly we have adopted our business model. But yes, very soon we'll put forward at the 100% digital platform. So those are some of the benefits I have mentioned here. So specifically, I would like to give a brief about our activity and our involvement within this segment. So being a marketer, initially we have started getting the clients from let's say US and European agrotourism center. Right now we do have 25 different agrotourism owner from Europe and US, where we promoted their agrotourism center within the location. And that time, somewhere around 2015, we have started digging out the information how to promote digitally the Indian Agrotourism Center, and that was one of the reasons we have started, this activity. So we experienced the international consumption pattern related to Agrotourism Center. We have, studied in depth about, the product reposition offered by, some of the international agrotourism center, and our whole objective to bring the international travel which going to give some value proposition to agrotourism owner as well as being a marketplace for us. So that was our objective, and in the year of 2018-19 we have successfully bring 1000 foreign tourists or booked 1000 foreign tourists and that particular year. But since COVID, the entire business model of us impacted a lot in terms of attracting the foreign tourists. But yes, we have seen a very fascinated about this business, this agrotourism center, and there are guys like Manoj, then Mr. Pandurang Tavre. They has done a fantastic job in terms of creating the base of the ecosystem. But being a small element of this ecosystem, our responsibility is to promote a genuine agrotourism and give a exact rustic experience to the traveler, and that's what we try our best